Welcome to Big Al Says. Real truth, real stories, no fluff. Let's get into it.
It's kind of funny because I always have a question when I start my little videos here. Do you smoke pot or marijuana? Do you really know the truth about the side effects or the dangers of smoking marijuana? You see, a lot of people think marijuana is safe and really doesn't hurt you because it came from the ground. It's a plant. Well, you're about to find out the truth about marijuana. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Big Al Says. My name is Big Al Szolack, former professional basketball player, recovered drug addict, and I've been a motivational speaker for over 30 years, speaking in schools, prisons, and churches with my award-winning Do Hugs Not Drugs program. The topic today is the truth about marijuana. Cannabis or marijuana refers to the dried leaves, flowers, stems, and seeds of the cannabis plant. This plant has many different chemical compounds, including tetra, this is a tough one, tetrahydrocannabinol, or whatever, THC we'll call it, which is an intoxicating, mind-altering drug. Cannabis products with THC can cause changes in mood, thoughts, and perception of reality. These products can also cause harmful health effects on the brain and other parts of your body. Let's take a look at the parts of the body that marijuana can harm. As we look at this picture, we see the brain, central nervous system. We see the heart, the immune system, endocrine system, the reproductive system. Gosh, man, look at all these other effects on the central nervous system. The throat, the lungs, the immune system again. All these different parts of your body that marijuana can harm. Now, let's start with the mental effects. The brain. Marijuana use has been linked to certain mental health conditions. Frequent use has been linked to functions like learning, memory, attention, processing, speed, perceptual motor function, and language. Some evidence has also linked marijuana to psychosis, schizophrenia, depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, and addiction. So suicidal thoughts and behavior amongst teens and even military veterans. And maybe this is why there's so much suicide out there amongst teens and military veterans. Let's go to the cardiovascular effects. It increases your heart rate and increases your blood pressure. Long-term use can lead to increased risk of stroke, heart attack, and different arrhythmias that affects your heart. It increases the likelihood of developing head, neck, or throat cancer. The smoke from cannabis products contains many of the same toxins, irritants, and carcinogens as tobacco smoke. It can cause many lung and respiratory issues. Let's see the difference between a lung smoker of tobacco and a lung of a marijuana smoker and see what it looks like. You notice on one side of the slide, the lung is black. It has cancer tumors as big as golf balls inside there when you touch it. The red lung is a non-smoker's lung. So you can actually see the difference. The darker lung of the smoker is also smaller. So it makes it harder for you to get the air that you need. And guess what, people? You cannot live without your heart and your lungs. With new research, there is a new condition called scromiting, or CHS. This is caused by the use of marijuana. This is a vomiting disorder, dubbed on social media as scromiting, short for screaming and vomiting. Over the past 8 years, there has been a large jump in emergency room visits because of this new type of side effect of smoking marijuana. How else does marijuana harm or kill you? There's a slide here where a boy, 13 years old, was caught selling poison ivy to his friends, telling them that it was marijuana. With friends like this, you don't need enemies. What happens if you smoke poison ivy? Your throat will swell up, it will cut off your wind passage, and you can suffocate to death. Some friend, huh? Here's another slide where a mom faces charges in a crash. Now, we all know the first thing that you do with a young child when you put him in a car is put him in the safety seat and buckle him in. Well, this lady was driving down a straight road, just so happened to have smoked a joint, didn't seatbelt her 3-year-old daughter in the backseat of the car in. She ends up hitting a telephone pole where the car split in half. The young girl was thrown from the car and she was killed. The mother got 5 or 6 years in jail. The young daughter got a death sentence. These are things how marijuana can affect you. Now, this last slide is a slide of a young boy. His name was Marcus Yates. Marcus and his brother Tony were playing in a candy store, playing a video game. When 2 drug dealers came in, they got into an argument. They pulled out their guns and started shooting at each other. Of course, they didn't hit each other. One bullet hit 5-year-old Marcus Yates in the head. The other bullet hit Tony Yates' hip. Tony crawled across that candy store floor to try to save Marcus's life. Here are different ways where drugs can kill people, not using them, but selling them, and other ways they can harm your life. These are just a couple of articles, but every day you can look in the paper and see things that are happening every day. Now, the Yates family became a personal friend of mine, and I became the godfather of Tanisha Yates, who is now in her 30s. There was a report out there that came out called the SAM report, and that stood for the Smart Approach to Marijuana. This report came out a year after the state of Colorado, which was the first state to legalize the use of marijuana. And these are some of the results after the first year of legalization of marijuana in Colorado. There was a 32% increase in marijuana-related traffic deaths in just that 1 year. Colorado youth between the ages of 12 and 17 ranked 56% higher than the national average. There was a 29% increase in the number of marijuana-related emergency room visits. There was a 38% increase in the number of marijuana-related hospitalizations. Today, a year or so ago, a couple years ago, New Jersey legalized marijuana, and there are so many marijuana dispensaries around the state, which are places that sell marijuana. They're opening up all over the place. You see, it's all about the money. Some of these politicians don't care about you or society. They don't care about the safety and welfare of the citizens of these states or this country. If you lost a loved one from drugs, you know exactly what I am talking about. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comment section, and there will be more ways to contact me at the end. Remember, my program is called Do Hugs, Not Drugs, because it was a hug that saved my life at the end of my addiction. And I never heard of anyone dying from a hug. For more information and videos, go to my YouTube channel, Big Al Says. And as always, my priorities in life are this: 1, God; 2, my beautiful wife; and 3, my beautiful family. My favorite Bible verse, Mark 10:27. All things are possible with God. Not one thing, not 2 things, not 3 things, but all things are possible with God. And again, just as my buddy Charlie Kirk has said, I want to be remembered for my courage, for my faith. Stay tuned for more interesting topics on my YouTube channel, Big Al Says. May God wrap his loving arms around you and your family. God bless you. Talk to you soon. And peace out, brothers and sisters.